It says, Eshibiribiri Ebomi. Where's this driver driving me? I tapped in the mind of this songwriter, and I'm thinking maybe he's been on a life journey for a long time, and then he got to a crossroad. He didn't know how to go. Maybe this driver got confused along the journey of life, and he didn't really know whether he should go back the way he came or he should continue the journey that has been set before him. I was also thinking that is it possible that this driver did not envisage that he was going to fall into some potholes of life, some ditch of life, and suddenly he encounters bottlenecks, barriers, and he's not able to continue the journey. And he has to write a song, and he says, calling on the attention of everybody to come and witness the challenge that is happening on his life journey. I'll be speaking to you this morning, on what I call the drivers of destiny. It is important for us to know that on life journey, we have the opportunity to be able to decide how our journey will go, where our destination will be, and also how we are going to, and who we are going to journey with. Of a particular importance from this song is that the driver seems to be mute, the driver seems to be quiet, but the passenger, the person I refer to as the drivee, seems to be the confusionist, because he has, permit me to sound a little bit proverbial this morning, because he has committed his journey into the hand of a driver, and the driver has driven him to a point of no return, and probably to a point of confusion, or probably to a point of decision, where he has to re-examine who sits at the driver's seat of his life, who is responsible for the wheel, for the vehicle, who is responsible for controlling the wheel of the vehicle of his destiny. At one point or the other in our lives, we embark on journeys that we do not envisage what it's going to be like. We do not envisage what the journey will be like. We do not prepare for potholes. We do not prepare for ditches. We don't even prepare for hold-ups. We do not prepare for all the eventualities that happens in the journey of life. But we still embark the journey, by the way. And we also embark on journeys in life, while we recognize the supremacy of divine drivers. When I mean divine drivers, I mean things like the ecclesiastical help, divine guidance, divine protection on life's journey, divine help, divine strength that gives you the staying power to stay on your life's journey when everything seems as if it's not making sense. As much as we have the responsibility to succumb to the supremacy of divine powers, divine drivers, we also have the responsibility to carefully decide the human drivers. Who are the human drivers of my life? Who are the human drivers in my journey? And who are the human drivers in my destiny? Somebody at one point or the other in life have surrendered So you have surrendered your driving seat to strange people. Many have surrendered the driving seat of their destiny to friends. It is understandable that at a particular point in your life, you have to be driven by your family. You have to be carried because you have not actually gotten to the age by which you can make decisions to drive yourself. But it is also of importance to note that you get to a particular stage in life when you are supposed to actually take full control, full charge of the wheels of your life and the vehicles of your destiny. But you still are left in the hands of the people that have driven you from age 0 to age 15, or from age 0 to age 20. When it is time for you to decide on the kind of journey or the kind of destination that you decide for yourself, you are still sucking up, to the drivers of your beginning. And of course we know that what you were eating when you were a toddler or when you are an infant is not completely different from what you are eating as a young adult. So you have decided to abdicate your driving responsibility, your driving seat to your parents because they have actually taken charge from when you were born. There is a time to rise up in life and decide that I will sit on the driver's seat of my destiny and I'm going to drive myself and enjoy the journey to a fruitful destination. Everyone you have journeyed with in life will have had it at one point or the other, will have asked you unconsciously, where is this drive leading to? Where are we driving to? In all endeavors, I told you that we're sounding a little bit proverbial, and I think that your mind will follow me. People will have asked you, where are you driving to? Probably not asking you about the destination, but probably asking you, what are the compositions of your life journey? What are the things that stimulates you to be able to drive your destiny in a safe manner? For all you care, the driver that was driving the songwriter might have just been a drunken driver that has lost touch with reality, and his mind, his system, his life is not accountant. He's not following up on the journey that is even overtaking, that is embarking on. Many of our parents, they play a very, very significant role at one point or the other in our life's journey, but there is a time that is appointed unto a man to take charge of the driver's seat of his life and of his destiny. While you are on life's journey, and it seems as if you are getting into all sorts of ditches, all sorts of potholes, all sorts of corners, crooked path, and all of that. Is it possible while you were busy complaining in confusion and calling the attention of the whole world to sympathize with you? Is it possible for you to have an insight into the driver of your destiny? Is it possible that I'm not in the driving seat? Is it possible that I'm engaged in a relationship that is driving me crazy or that will drive me to a point? You want to ask, what is the goal of the drive? Many of you are studying courses today, probably the one that you like, or the one that you love, or even the one that your parents have asked you to like, or the one that your parents have asked you to love. If I ask over and over again, everyone in this room, I'm sure the same statistics will repeat itself about people studying what they really don't want to study, but it was what life brought in their journey. Do I have a witness in the house? Do I have a witness in the house? Okay, so I remember many years ago, I went to University of Ibadan. I applied to study medicine. I didn't get cut off from medicine, and so I went there to register. As we were all waiting for registration, quite a number of people. And I remember someone came in and said, if you are from medicine, Go into that. You are for medicine, you are for dentistry, or you are for pharmacy. Go into that auditorium. That is where your own registration will take place. But all the other people, just stay out on the field in the sun here, you will be attended to. And I wanted to study medicine. I was like, well, instead of doing at home, let me just have like about, let me do a change of course so that I can be in school. But when that was said, something that was driving me told me that no, this is not your destiny, this is not your destination. Your destination is far. You might have to go and drive yourself again to get into the next school. Long and short of the story was that the goal of my drive in life actually re-energized me to be able to take another exam, and I got into next school in the University of Lagos. Another question that you want to ask is, who is driving you? So many of you are ignorant of the drivers of your destiny. Is it family that is driving you? Is it your friend that is driving you? Or is it your parents that is driving you? People have been driving you ever since you've been a young adult. You have not taken responsibility to drive yourself. Shoti Kayode, have you read your book? Shoti Jem, have you eaten? Have you taken your medicine? Have you worn your clothes? Shoti wear. People ask you silent questions that suggest that you are still in the driver's seat of your destiny and that you have not taken full control. So the question I'm asking you under the sound of my voice this morning is that who is your driver? Are you the driver of your destiny? If you don't know who the driver of your destiny is, you might not be able to have control on how your journey goes in life. You might not be able to even have control of where your destination will lead in life. And I ask you again, who is driving you? Then I will ask you another question again. What is driving you? Sometimes you think that you are very, very energetic. You think you are very passionate. But no, outside of your passion, outside of your energy, something else is driving you. There are positive drivers of destiny and there are negative drivers of destiny. Some people are driven by bitterness. Some people are driven by revenge. Some people are value driven. Some people are reward driven. Some people are success driven. People have all sorts of things, that drives them. What is driving you? People are driven by poverty. Like, I cannot look at the kind of the family that I came from. I cannot afford to be poor. I have to allow that poverty to drive me into prosperity. So many of you have not really sat down to look at what is driving you. Why are you passionate? Why are you empathic? Why do you have the same power that you have? And is it possible that you are driverless? Nothing is driving you. You wake up in the morning, same old. You are not making any progress with your life. You are just, if I leave secondary school, if I leave primary school, automatically I go to the secondary school. If I leave secondary school, then I go to the university. And if I leave the university, I go to the outside world. And the truth is that life, as structured as it was across the academic lines, is completely unstructured in the real life. So you have a responsibility to know your drivers. What is driving you? And of course, I would like to ask you, who are you joining with? These questions has been asked at several platforms. Who are you joining with? Who is your destiny partner? Is it possible that the reason why your life is stagnant and you are not making the required progress that life demands of you is because of who you are joining with, who you are driving with? Who are the people in your inner caucus? Who are the people in your circle of influence? You can never amount to anything in life if you are joining with the wrong people. If you are joining with wrong people, there is a school of thought around peer pressure and all of that. But people don't graduate from peer pressure. They are indecisive. They cannot make up their mind on how they want to live their life. They cannot make up their mind on how they want to pursue their journey or pursue their destiny. Someone always has to make up your mind for you. When are you going to develop enough strength of mind and heart to begin to make decisions for yourself? I will also ask you, what are the fuels that you need to fuel the vehicle that powers the journey to your life and destiny and destination? You have to be courageous. You have to be a man, a woman of character. No matter how much effort that you put into life, with wrong character and wrong attitude, you will go nowhere. No matter how competent that you are, no matter how confident that you are, no matter what level of communication that you have, no matter how much courage or how much confidence that you have, no matter how curious you are in life, no matter how collaborative that you are in life, if you do not have character, you will never ever be able to reach your desired destination. You need character, you need courage, you need to be able to communicate effectively, you need to have collaborative tendencies, you need to be able to be curious, you need to be creative. Creativity happens to be your second name. You have to wake up in the morning and make up your mind on the thing that you want to do for that day. Be committed and be consistent. Where is your destination? You want to marry? Where is destination? Who are you joining with? Many of us were so ignorant of what happens in real life, and we make decisions based on now. Tell your neighbor now. Tell your neighbor now. If you understand the goal of your destiny drive, it will be easy for you to choose the right partner to journey with and to also define the destination. I remember a lady asked the guy, "Will you marry me?" And he said, "Wait, I don't have a problem marrying you. Where are we? Where are we?" The guy said, like, "What do you mean? I have a good job. Well, I have a good job. I can't take care of you. You also, you have a good job and all of that." And she asked him again, "Where is our destination?" You cannot arrive at a destination that you are not predetermined. You cannot arrive at a destination that you have not decided. Everything is not about the job. There is something that is called destination. Even though the destination in a way might look a little bit vague, because when you think you have gotten to a destination, that is the end, then it becomes the end of a beginning and it becomes the beginning of another end. Where is really the destination? The concept of the entire life destination is eternal. It seems as if destination does not end in this part of the world, in this part of eternity, I mean. So you have to decide your destination. Where do I find myself in the next 5 years? Where do I find myself in the next 10 years? What are your short-term and long-term goals? Are you able to sit down and decide where you want to be? Ladies and gentlemen, today, I'm serving as a senior special assistant to the governor of Ekiti State on public health. It did not come to me as a shock. It was a destination that has been decided a long time ago. This is the beginning of the journey. It is not the destination in focus. But the truth is that if you look at my yearbook when I was leaving the medical school, almost everything I was writing there is beginning to find expression even in the past 10 years. Why? Because I sat down, I decided my destination. And that brings me back to the issue and the concept of divine drivers. No matter how much effort or strength or staying power that you think that you have to walk through the journey of life, you need divine drivers. I don't care what you believe. If too fixated on the destination and ignore the lessons that the journey of life will have to teach you. I know that you are a generation of impact people. You are a sharp, the woke generation, the microwave generation that want results now. You are the impact-driven generation. As exciting as that might be, you are a generation that pays more attention to details. The lazy generation that does not want to go through the process. that doesn't want to endure the trainings and the lessons that is part along the journey of life. Don't be in a hurry to happen. Don't be in a hurry to jump. Don't be in a hurry to blow. You can only grow up. If you jump up, you will always collapse. But understand the principle of growth and development, that I must enjoy this journey of life. No matter how beautiful your life is, if you journey with the wrong person, it might deny you of your desired destination. When you get lost during your journey, do not forget your geographical mapping technology, your GIS system. It can always, some people say, is a conviction. Some people say, my mind told me. Some people say, I have trained my mind and it's always giving me directions to how I will live my life. Let me end by saying, while you are going towards your desired destination, as long as your mind is closed, no matter how wide your eyes are, you might not be able to get your destination. Keep your mind open, and all the drivers of destiny, they will all align for you, and you get your destination. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.